Okay, so I want to real quick just respond or address this comment that came on a short that I did a while ago on if the Hebrew and Greek or Greek is needed when reading the Bible, or if it's needed unto salvation. So do we need to know the Hebrew and or Greek in order to be saved? Is there anything in the Holy Scriptures that we have in our English translations, right, that if we don't know that is in the Hebrew or the Greek, if there's something there that we need to know, then I'm going to say, okay, I agree. But again, there is nothing. But according to this comment, which I would say that this is probably somebody who has some sort of Black Hebrew Israelite teaching, or I mean, I could be wrong, but again, as I said in the short that I will link to this one on that, was the three things that matter, right? The main, and they're very clear in our English translations, is the way of salvation. The Holy Scriptures, the English translations, that is clear. Okay, who Jesus is. Now, unless you're spiritually blind, again, that's also clear. Just by seeking and being spirit-led, you will see who Jesus is in our English translations. That is a salvation issue. And the way we ought to live our lives as believers in Christ, being Christians, that is clear. And what we ought not to do, that is clear here, okay? So, I mean, again, when we look at 2 Timothy 3:15, it says that the Holy Scriptures can make one wise unto salvation. And that's coming from an English translation. Again, you could grow just by reading the English translations, okay? But let's read my response, and then I'll read the comment. It says, again, I am not against the Hebrew and Greek. It's not necessary unto salvation. Now, what you are saying is making this a salvation issue. Then, so if all who believe in Christ and who are reborn don't come to know this Hebrew and Greek, you're condemning them then. Would that be correct? That was 3 days ago and have not got a response. Now, let's look at the comment. I'm not going to read it all. For starters, we all must learn. We all must learn to come to know the original Hebrew name for who is called Jesus. So Yeshua. You have to know the name Yeshua, not Jesus. Otherwise, you're wrong. And why understanding the alphanumerics associated with who we refer to as God matters. We can never come to know the true God of gods until we know, call, and use his proper name. So you can't say Jesus, you can't say Lord. I mean, this is nonsense. This is ridiculous.